Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Wolo. If this is the first time you are visiting my channel, welcome, and I hope you stay. Click the subscribe button, invite your family and friends. My channel is about giving information. The information I am giving, they are already in the public domain. It's just that a lot of us do not, or a lot of people in Nigeria do not know how to get this information or do not know where they can find this information. So I am doing a video to give out all the necessary information that people need, especially those who want to immigrate to Canada this year or next year. All you need to know so that you are not in the dark. All the information you need to know if you want to immigrate to Canada. I am talking about them. I'm also talking about things happening in Canada, life in Canada, generally, any news that is in Canada. And for people who have immigrated, who are finding it difficult to get information, I'm also here to give out such information. So you might be thinking what I'm going to talk about. So today I want to talk about how much do you need. So if you want to come to Canada, you have to prepare for it, and not just preparing, you have to prepare financially for it. So today's video is going to be a breakdown of how much you need to have to be prepared for the immigration process. You can't just wake up one morning to say, I want to come to Canada, and you don't know what it entails. It involves money, not just money, it involves serious money, especially if you want to come in through the express entry. So this what I'm about to do is a breakdown of what you need if you want to come to Canada through the express entry. I am going to start with number one. The first thing you need is your evaluated credential assessment, and like I said in my other video, you can use WES, you can use ICAS, you can use University of Toronto, CEC, and you can also use ICAS. That's also ICAS, but the spelling is different from IQAS. IQAS is for Alberta, and then ICAS is also different. So if you're going to evaluate your credential, you might be spending about $200 to $220 depending on what you use. I know for WES is $220. For ICAS, the IQAS, is about $200, and this amount does not even include the shipping cost. So if you want to include the shipping cost, let's say for WES, you might be spending, let's say $200. For registered mail, $227 is just $7. For registered mail within Canada is $227. No, sorry, for registered mail going out about $7, which is $227. And then if so for ordinary courier, I'm mixing it up, for ordinary courier is $227. And then for registered mail, if you want to use registered mails like FedEx, DHL, it might be, I don't know, it might be more expensive, that I might shoot up to like say $250. So I'm doing the breakdown for just the $220. For WES, your WES evaluation, I'm writing them down so that you can have an idea. WES evaluation is $220, 220 Canadian dollars. And if you convert it to naira, I use the exchange rate, the Owanda exchange rate. So if you convert it to naira, it's about 60 to 65,000. So let me just put 65,000. This is dollars, and then I'll come here and put naira. So this is about 65,000 naira. This is for WES alone. This is for the application of your credentials to be evaluated. And then if you're still going to process your transcript. So depending on the university you graduated from, different universities have their prices. University of Lagos price is different from University of Port Harcourt price. So even the private universities like BIU, Covenant University, their prices are also different. So I'm going to use the average price of processing for transcript as at the last time I had. So transcript, let's say, give and take, you spend 50,000 naira for transcript. processing. If you want to include registered courier, it's going to be about let's say 15,000, 20,000. So let's say you're spending, let's say 70,000 naira for transcript. So this is transcript. And then you also have to write IELTS. And IELTS, there is one for Australia, and there's one organized, one for Australia is organized by IDP, and there's one organized by the British Council. The one for British Council is 75,000 naira, and the one for Australia is about 68,000 naira. So I'll put IELTS here down. IELTS, you're spending, if I use the one for British Council, let's say 75,000 naira. And then you also need your proof of fund. So this is very, very important. And I want to say something here. If you don't get a good score in the IELTS, it means you have to write the IELTS again. So you have to be very, 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 very confident and very, very prepared before writing this IELTS. Because this is more like where people throw away so much money. They spend so much money trying to get a good score that is very key to creating the express entry account, because you cannot create an express entry profile if you do not have a minimum band score, and the minimum band score is about 7. So you need to get a very good score in express entry for you to a very good score in IELTS for you to create an express entry profile. And if you don't pass this exam, you have to write it over again and write it again and again and again till you pass. If you don't pass it, you are just wasting your time. So it is better, like I said, you start with this one, because this one takes so much time. This credential evaluation, it takes so much time. It takes like 3, 4, 5, 6 months, sometimes even a year, depending on your school. And you know how Nigeria is with strike and stuff like that. So it's better to start with this. While you're processing this, try as much as possible to study very well for IELTS, so that you don't throw away money writing the exam like 4 times. I know people who have written it like 6 times and they've still not passed it. So it's just prepare your mind that you have to get a very good score in IELTS. So this is very important. And then this amount is the general amount you're going to spend when you start. So if you have gotten your IELTS and you want to now create your express entry profile, you need something very important, and that is your proof of fund. The proof of fund is very important. It's not something you will just apply and then say, okay, when you get your invitation to apply, that's when you now put money in your account. No, the money should already be in your account even before you even get your IELTS, or you should make arrangements to ensure that you have the money in your account. So it depends on you and the number of family you have. And your proof of fund the proof of fund is graduated. So for a family of 1, for the proof of funds for a family of 1 is for one single person is 12,669, and if you convert it to naira, it's about 3,456,240. That's for one person. So for one person who wants to come to Canada, this is the money you need to have in your account. Then for two persons, you need to have 15,772, and the naira equivalent is 4,302,780. And then for 3 persons, 19,390, naira equivalent 5,289,810. You might be wondering, yes, so for a single person who is not married, no husband, no, or you, if you're a single guy, bachelor's, whatever, bachelor's spinster, the money you have need to have in your account is 3.4 million. For husband and wife without children, you need to have about 4.3 million. I use today's exchange rate from Rwanda, so that's why I'm getting this point, these figures. The exchange rate might change tomorrow, so but this is what you have to use in. Just prepare your mind that you need about 4.3 million if you are married, husband and wife. Then, if you are married, husband and wife with a child, this is the money you need: 5,289,810 naira for a family of 3, husband, wife, a child. For a family of 4, you need 23,542, and then we come here 4, 2, 2, 520. So for a family of 4, husband, wife, 2 children, they need to have 6.4 million in their accounts. For a family of 5, I think I'm going to stop here. 26,701. 7,284,330. So for a family of 5, you need about 7.2 million. And it's very important these monies are put in your account. You might be wondering, is it raw cash, liquid cash? Yes, it's liquid cash. I remember some people used to use their pension as statement also to add to what they have, which I don't know. I can't say whether that is still acceptable by the immigration, the IRCC. I don't know whether they still accept it. Some people used to add their pension statement as part of the funds to boost the accounts. But this is what you need. And you make sure that this money is already in your account before you even click the submit button. It's very important that you know the cost of what you are, what you want to involve yourself in. It also graduates up to 6 for a family of 6, a husband, wife, 4 children is about 8,215,430, and then for a family of 7, husband, wife, 5 children is about 9,146,810 naira. So this is a breakdown of what you actually need to process the whole immigration thing. A lot of people don't know that they need this kind of money. It is when they have started, then they now realize, this thing is so cost expensive. And not to talk of if you now fail IELTS once, twice, 3 times, you're writing it. And not to talk of if you're processing your transcript and you're not in your school, you're not located where your school is. You have to look for somebody to go and follow up with your credential, especially for the the public universities in Nigeria. You have to follow up. You have to pay so much money, try to follow up to make sure that your evaluated credential comes out. So this is a breakdown of the cost that is needed when you want to apply, before you even apply. This is what you need before you apply. And it's very important that you have this in your account. And after you have applied and you now get your invitation to apply, you also pay application fee, and the application fee is about $550 per person, which is about 150,000 naira thereabouts. And then you also pay once your application goes through and you get the permanent residency letter to say, okay, you've been approved to come to Canada as a permanent resident, you will now pay another $490, and that payment is per adult. So if it's a husband, he's paying a total amount of $1,040, wife also $1,040. That's about $2,080 for husband and wife. And then for each dependent child, they will be paying $150 per dependent child. This dependent child payment even started recently, because when I came, it was dependent child. They were not paying any form of fee, but now they've started asking for money. So these ones that I just talked about, they are when you have applied and your application is successful, they will now tell you to pay an application fee. But before that, this is what you're going to spend: 65K for your credential evaluation, 70K for your transcript, 75K for IELTS, and then you need to have this money in your account, already in your account, waiting for everything. So this is all I have to say for now, and I hope I have broken it down for you. I'm going to leave the link for the proof of funds so that you see it. Everything I'm talking about, the information is already there. It's just that many people do not even know that they can get this information online. So I'm going to leave the link in the details or in the description box of the video, so that you can click on the link and see it for yourself. And then one more thing before I even forget: real estate property is not counted as money. The value of a real estate property is not counted as part of the money you have in your account, because they want to see liquid cash. It's liquid cash that you need to have in your account. So I would like to say thank you for staying with me and enjoying the ride, and send this information to your friends, to your loved ones, to your family members who are interested in coming to Canada, and tell them that there is a lady who is breaking everything down in bits, in pieces, for people to understand the intricacies of what it is to immigrate to Canada. Hopefully, I'll also be talking about the various types of immigration under express entry. Hopefully in my next video. I might change the topic, but I'm taking it gradually so that I can clear this misconception and clear this cloud where people don't have an idea of what to do or where to go, where to search for information from. Thank you for watching this video. Bye.